Also, yield earns 12% a year or less or more. Yield is never going to be 12%. Anybody that's promising you 12% yield, very concerning. So yield is basically guaranteed, and that's how people talk about yield. It implies that it's going to be a steady income for you. Anything that's 12%, highly concerning. I could see 6% yield, depending on if you had it in a money market or something, with staggered treasuries and you were laddering those and had a little bit of leverage in there. I could see 6% yield, but we'll continue to innovate and bring out products, but we're never going to have a yield bearing product that's 12%. Unless it's liquidity pools on the XRPL and things change in manners that I don't know about yet. Always hopeful for that, but it's not something that I think is going to be likely. Now, as far as returns go, 12% for sure. There'll definitely be opportunities for 12% returns. We've got two more people that we're working with now on the market neutral strategies, and all of these people have track records where they produce somewhere between 20 and 40% returns over the past 6 years. And they have the tear sheets to prove it. They've been audited. They pay their taxes. They're very credible. And so, we'll be able to put the excess margin and liquidity to work with these people in the way that we've structured stuff, legit, standardized, regulated. But again, you might have one quarter that is 1% up and the next one's 7, and then the next one's 2, and the last one's like 3 or something, right? So it's not going to be a standardized, I know I'm going to get this at the end of every quarter, but you're going to get some type of return ideally at the end of every quarter. And there is risk with those too. They could have a negative quarter, right? It's highly unlikely because of the way they've structured things, but with market action and the way that things work, that is a possibility. So just know that. And again, depending on which one you're in, you're going to be covered. Some of the new strategies that we'll be rolling out in the near future, I can't really discuss too much about them, but we have thought about some ways to mitigate that risk of loss even further. So excited for those coming out in the near future. And if you want to learn more about those, you can always reach out to Digital Wealth Partners. If you are a client, your advisor can talk you through those and let you know what those look like. And if you have, at least 100,000 XRP or at least $500,000 in digital assets, you can become a client there at Digital Wealth Partners and work with us and participate in some of the products and solutions that we're bringing to market. As far as 4 digits before the 14th, a lot would have to play